So you have this game, you bring on the table, and then after round one, everything just clicks. You understand how it goes, it went so smoothly, and everybody having fun. And then there's another game, same condition, you put it on the table, and at the end of the game, people still don't understand what they're supposed to be doing, and everyone just feel lost. So the difference between these two games never come down to the rule being simple or complex. Well, most of the time, it come down to something the designer did before you even open the box. I'm Echo. I co-run Pektis Studio, and we have shipped two games, Fintastic and Wanderlust. And the single biggest shift in how those games play today versus the early prototypes, it is that we try to implement this method in all of our playtestings. It's called silent playtest. It is uncomfortable, to be honest, because it is telling designer to do the opposite of what you wanted to do. Normal playtesting look like this. You give someone your game, and then when they start playing, they will have questions. And then the minute when you see them hesitate or looking confused, you jump in, and then you fill in the gaps, such as you can actually do this, or this card actually can make a great combo with the other one. You're narrating and you're helping, you're filling the gaps. But every time when you do that, you're lying to yourself if your game actually works. Because in the real world, you're not going to be sitting next to your player and telling them what to do forever. That's just simply not possible. So the silent playtest exactly what it sounds like. You hand someone the game and then you say nothing. In the best case, you actually pull your chair back and then just sit behind them and look, observe. Even though it is painful, even you know what they're doing doesn't make sense, you know you can see they will lose the game in about 5 to 10 steps, but you just let that happen. You quietly sit there and take notes. We ran this playtesting method on Fintastic and found something that we wouldn't found otherwise, because there are public objectives on the board, so theoretically you need to look at those, and then those are the objective going to give you victory point at the end of the game. However, throughout the game, it is also a strategic deeper game, so it took a little bit longer than normal short card game would take. And then throughout the game, people looking back at us because they don't know if the fish that they caught making sense to put it into reserve or ecosystem. They're looking at us as if they're looking for permission. So we took notes and we made one simple change. So what we did is quite simple. We added the secret objective, meaning that once you trigger a specific combo in the reserve, you will be rewarded a secret fish, which it's unlimited, so you can trigger this multiple times, and then you put this secret fish put in your ecosystem to boost the victory point. So this way it gives a player a long-term goal and a short-term goal, and they both in their control, so they know what should I do next. Silent playtesting helped us again for Wanderlust. At the beginning, we saw people freeze at the same decision point, especially at round 1 or round 2, before their brain kind of get used to the game. So we see that they freeze when they see their transport ticket in their hand, and then they have to search on the map where to go. It's a little bit overwhelming, and the fix is easy since we see this pattern once again. And when simply fix it with color coding, it is the most easy kind of UX fix you can do, but it helps dramatically for player experience. Verbal explanation was hiding a visual design gap. The moment we stopped narrating, the game had to stand on its own, and it told us exactly it's falling apart and exactly what we should work on. Actually wants to run silent playtest, it's actually simple, but it takes discipline. That you have to fight the urge that you want to jump in and explain. So first, you wanted to give your game the rule or the summary to the player, and then physically move your chair back so you're out of the table. 2, no matter what happens, do not speak. not to correct, not to clarify, not even say, oh, that is a good move. Third one is write down every moment when these things happen. The first is hesitation, second is backtrack, the third is actually when they turn around and look at you as if they're looking for permission or confirmation. These are all data, and these are the data the verbal playtesting cannot give you. We're using the same exact method for Battle of the Knolen, which is our third game. It's going to come up this year. And if you run a playtest, silent or not, tell me the moment you caught something you would never seen otherwise. I read every comment and I wanted to talk to you guys in the comment section. If this kind of breakdown is helpful for you, subscribe. We post a lot of game design and game psychology series, mostly on Wednesdays. And I hope you like this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye!